football. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Commanders, a last-place ball club in 2022. Well, in most cases, you'd say that was a lost season, but they finished 8-1, 500. That would have won the NFC South. What kind of a chance do you give them in what is certainly a loaded NFC East?
And you're exactly right about the division, so you have to be cautious about what you think with this team. They've got to continue to play excellent defense and get some improvement on the offensive side of the ball and establish who their quarterback is going to be.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7, 8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they've brought in from the outside and start to build a culture, a feeling around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
Powell, first play, going to throw it. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That one caught by the tight end Bates. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 53 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I went, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback's single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back to throw, Fields. A Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Cody Barton there to bring him down from the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Powell. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 26 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up. And
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all my viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now Howell. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. From the 23, here's second down and 5. And Howell will throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And once more, Howell back to the air. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing here, Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Howell down to throw it. And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the Commander field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's Justin Fields and the rest of the Chicago offense. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Washington offense heading out. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.